Today we will discuss exponential function, logarithmic function, properties of a logarithmic function, derivative of exponential function, and derivative of logarithmic function. The function f from R to R plus. R plus is the set of positive real numbers given by fx is equal to b to the power x, where b is greater than 1 is called exponential function. If base is 10, then the name of exponential function is common exponential function. If base is e, then name of exponential function is natural exponential function. E is an irrational number whose values lies between 2 and 3, which is given by this expression, and its value is lie between 2 and 3, which have been discussed in the appendix of class 11. Now its graph is this one, fx is equal to e to the power x. Here on the y-axis the x coordinate is 0, so if we put x is equal to 0, f0, that is y, is e to the power 0, which is 1. It means that every exponential function passes through the point 0, 1. We see that the domain of the function is the set of real numbers, and the range of the function is positive real numbers. We can tell this function is ever increasing. It means that as we go from left to right, the graph rises above, and in the second quadrant, the graph approaches x-axis. It means that it never meets to x-axis whenever we tends the value of y towards 0. The function f from set of positive real numbers to the set of real numbers given by fx is equal to log of x to the base b if b to the power fx is equal to x, where b is more than 1 is called logarithmic function. For example, 10 square is equal to 100. This implies that log of 100 to the base 10 is equal to 2. Second, e to the power 0 is equal to 1. This implies that log of 1 to the base e is equal to 0. It means that this power and this value are interchanged. E to the power 1 is equal to e. This implies that log of e to the base e is equal to 1. Here the base of log is e, here also e, but in the previous example the base was 10. So if the base is 10, then the name of the function is common logarithmic function, and if the base is e, then the name of the function is natural logarithmic function, and it is also denoted by ln e, means log of e to the base e. This part is written ln. Log of this part is written ln. So we can write it also as ln 1 is equal to 0. In calculus, we discuss logarithmic function with base e only. If it is written log x, henceforth, then it is log of x to the base e. It is understood. Here, this is the graph of logarithmic function. It is understood that here base e is hidden. From this graph, we can say that the domain of logarithmic function is set of positive real numbers, and the range of logarithmic function is set of real numbers. We can say that the graph of logarithmic function, we know that y is equal to 0. So if we take fx is equal to 0 log x, then from here x is, here e is hidden, we can write x is equal to e to the power 0, which is 1. So 1 comma 0. The graph always passes through the point 1 comma 0. We can say that its graph is ever increasing, means as we go from left to right, the graph rises above. We can say that in the fourth quadrant, the graph approaches y-axis. It means that it tends to touch the y-axis, but never meet with y-axis. This is a line y is equal to x, and this is the graph for exponential function, natural exponential function. Here we can see that exponential function and logarithmic function are mirror images to each other reflected about the line y is equal to x. Now properties of log function. First one is change of base rule. According to this, log of p to the base a is equal to log of p to the base b divided by log of a to the base b. Let us prove it. Let log of p to the base a is equal to alpha, log of p to the base b is equal to beta, and log of a to the base b is equal to gamma. Then a to the power alpha is equal to p, b to the power beta is equal to p, and b to the power gamma is equal to A. This is our first equation, this is second, and this one is third. Now from first and third, b to the power gamma to the power alpha is equal to p. See here, the value of a is b to the power gamma. I have put the value of a b to the power gamma to the alpha. This is equal to p. This implies that b to the power gamma alpha is equal to, now from 2, p is b to the power beta. This implies that gamma alpha is equal to beta. This implies that alpha is equal to beta divided by gamma. We have assumed alpha as log of p to the base a, beta is log of p to the base b, and gamma is log of a to the base b. Now product rule. Log of pq to the base b, here the product of p and q are taken, is the sum of log of p to the base b and log of q to the base b. Let us prove it. Let log of pq to the base b is equal to alpha, log of p to the base b is equal to beta, and log of q to the base b is gamma. Then b to the power alpha is equal to pq, b to the power beta is equal to p, and b to the power gamma is equal to q. Now b to the power alpha is equal to p into q, and p is b to the power beta, and q is b to the power gamma. So here we can write b to the power beta plus gamma. This implies that here b to the power alpha is equal to beta plus gamma, alpha is equal to beta plus gamma. Now we put the value of alpha, beta and gamma. According to this rule, log of p to the power n to the base b is equal to n into log of p to the base b. Where n belongs to the set of natural numbers. Let us prove it. Log of p to the power n to the base b can be written as log of p into p n times. We know that it can be written as from product rule, there are n terms of such type, so this one is n log of p to the base b. Now fourth one is quotient rule. This one is log of p divided by q to the base b is equal to log of p to the base b minus log of q to the base b. It can be proved as second rule. We have a property that x is equal to e to the power log x is true only for positive real numbers, as the domain of log x is set of positive real numbers. This result is valid only when x is positive real number, because we know that the domain of log x is the set of positive real numbers. Let us discuss some theorems and their proofs. First one is derivative of e to the power x is equal to e to the power x. Let us prove it. Here fx is e to the power x. We know that f dash x is limit h tends to 0 fx plus h minus fx by h. So it becomes e to the power x plus h minus e to the power x by h. Here it becomes dc of e to the power x. E to the power x into e to the power h from above we take common e to the power x. Its value is 1. So we have dc of e to the power x is e to the power x. In class 11th, within supplementary material, it has been discussed that this value will be 1. Now second one is derivative of log x is 1 by x. Here fx is log x. Now by the first principle of differentiation, we have f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0 fx plus h minus fx by h. This implies that derivative of log x is equal to limit h tends to 0 log x plus h minus log x by h. This is equal to limit h tends to 0. Here we can take common x, then we have 1 plus h by x. According to the property of logarithm, we can write this as we know that log of p into q is log of p plus log of q. Here this is cancelled. Now we have this one. We divide it with x. So here we multiply with x. Now from here we can take 1 by x common, and we can write limit as h tends to 0, h by x tends to 0, log of 1 plus h by x, here h by x. We have studied in class 11th that the value of this limit is 1. So we have derivative of log x, which is equal to 1 by x. Here derivative of a to the power x is equal to a to the power x log a, where a is greater than 1. A to the power x is the exponential function. Let us prove it. Let y is equal to a to the power x, taking logarithm on both sides. We have log y is equal to log of a to the power x. Here log y is equal to, we apply here power rule, then x come before. Now log y is equal to x log a, differentiating both sides with respect to x. Log y is the function of y. Here log a is constant, so it is taken common. Now from here, from theorem 2, we have the dc of log y is 1 by y. The dc of x is 1. From here we have dy by dx is equal to y log a. Now putting the value of y, we have dc of a to the power x is equal to a to the power x log a. Now questions. First one is differentiate e to the power x by sin x with respect to x. Here we have u by v form, and we know that the dc of u by v is denominator v square. Here we write v dc of u, then u dc of v. So we have the dc of e to the power x, we know it is e to the power x, and dc of sin x is cos x. After taking common e to the power x, it can be written here x should not be equal to 0, sin x should not be equal to 0, so x is not equal to n pi, where n belongs to the set of integers. Now question number 2, differentiate sine of tan inverse e to the power minus x with respect to x. This is the function of tan inverse e to the power minus x. So we write here then we have to write now this is the function of e to the power minus x. Then here we have to write this is the function of minus x, and here we have to write here it is. We know that we have applied chain rule. Here this becomes cos tan inverse e to the power minus x, because the dc of sin theta is cos theta. Here the dc of this will be, we know that the dc of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square, and here we know that this dc will be, and its dc will be minus 1. So it can be written as minus e to the power minus x cos tan inverse e to the power minus x by 1 plus e to the power minus 2x. Here this dc is always defined because this is always positive. The denominator is always positive. Now 3. Differentiate cos of log x plus e to the power x where x is positive. We apply chain rule. Cos of log x plus e to the power x is the function of log x plus e to the power x. This is the function of x. Here the dc of cos theta is minus sin theta, and here the sum of dc of two functions are given, so we take the sum of their derivatives. So dc of log x and the dc of e to the power x. The dc of log x is 1 by x plus the dc of e to the power x is e to the power x, here minus, and this one is written here. We know that for log x to be defined, x should be greater than 0. So differentiate log of log x where x is greater than 1 with respect to x. Here this is the function of log x. Again log x is the function of x, and we know that the dc of log x is 1 by log x, and the dc of log x is 1 by x. You can say log x, the dc of log x is 1 by x. This can be rewritten as where x is greater than 1 as given in the question. One more question here is a to the power x is equal to e to the power x log a. How? A to the power x is equal to a to the power x log e, because log e is 1. Here taking logarithm on both sides, we have log of ax is equal to log of x log e. From here we have log of ax is equal to log of e, and the power of e is this is by the power rule of logarithm. This goes at the power of e. Now taking anti-logarithm on both sides. Here log from both sides are removed after taking anti-logarithm. So a to the power x is equal to e to the power log a to the power x, and here this can be written as e to the power a to the power x. So using power rule we can write e to the power x log.